that's what I have done today for you. Okay. Hi guys, welcome back. This is Anvesha with you. I hope all of you are doing fabulous. Now tell me, who doesn't like a beautiful glistening morning selfie? If you are one of them, you have come to the right place, because the look that you're seeing, I have done it keeping that in mind. And the best part of it, every skin type people can have this look. Normal, dry, combination, oily. You say it and you will have it. So without much waiting, let's get in it. Hi, I have washed my face with normal water. I don't use face wash in morning, that is kept just for night. But if you use face wash in morning, you can absolutely do that. And we are going to follow it up with a toner, and this is a Rose Glow toner by Glow Therapy. So gonna spray a bit and we will wait for it to set in the skin, but we don't have time for that. So I'm gonna take my hands and I'm just gonna pat it dry. Now the skincare is going to be a little bit different, because I am going to include makeup in skincare, because this is a morning face glow. I still haven't thought about the title, so let's just call it morning glow dewy makeup, something like that. So yeah, we will be doing that. What am I talking? The toner has dried. Now if your skin is really dry, you are going to go with a light base moisturizer, but my skin is combination at this point, so I am going to skip that because we will be applying a facial oil later. Now we will go with an under eye cream to depuff the puffiness a little bit, and I like to take it on top of my lid as well. That is done. Now I am going to go with a primer. Now we will be adding the key of this kind of glowy and dewy makeup, which is a facial oil or a serum, whichever you want to call it. Now I know you have a lot of questions. Let me clarify one by one. So the first one is, why did we put primer before serum when serum is a skincare step? Because both of these has a slippery texture, so both of these will work against each other. We are applying serum to make the face more glowy and dewy, and primer has a mattifying texture, and we need primer to go deep into the pores. So that's why I have put the primer first, because it will not work on top of a serum. And today I'll be using this Good Vibes Rose Hip Radiant Glow Face Serum, which all we need. Now if you have oily skin or acne prone skin, you might be a little scared with facial oils, but there are tons of different facial oils which are particularly made for different skin types. You will find a very nourishing and moisturizing serum for dry skin, as well as non-comedogenic serums for oily skin. So pick your serums properly and you will have no breakouts. So I am going to put a little bit, and my serum is literally in the end, and that's why I'm going to have to do this, and then see, there is no serum literally. Come out. So I'm going to put quite a lot, and because we have applied primer before, it is not going to go in your pores. That can lead to breakouts, and yeah, no worries on that side. So you can see suddenly it is very glowy and dewy, and that's why I recommend this step. Like, this is the main step. If you don't follow anything, don't do it. Just put serums, take selfies, you are going to have amazing ones. Now we will be doing the brows, and I am going to keep them as natural as possible. First I am going to fill the sparse areas with a brow pencil, and this is the Enshine one that I'll be using today. And I'm not going to overdraw it, I'm just going to fill the space. But this brow doesn't need much work. It's the other brow which bothers me so much. Now for this one, I am not going to hide the scar completely. I'm just going to make it a little dark and I'll leave it there. Now comes the exciting part, which is soap brows. Now I use this soap only to do my brows. Please do not put the soap that you use regularly just to clean yourself. Now how to use this one. Now you can either spray a bit of water, or it is best if you can spray a bit of setting spray. That works better. It holds the brows more longer. But I don't have setting spray with me right now. It is there and I am not going to go. So I'm going to spray a bit of this rose water. It works fine. So I'm going to spray a little bit of that. Now I am going to take a cheap brow brush, and I do not like to use the good spoolies like of the good brushes. I like to go for something like this, and this sort of brush works nicer than spoolie. So if you can find something like this, then go for this. Forget about spoolie. And from this side, I am just going to rub it just like that. And we should have a bit of the soap, and it works as a wax, like the wax that you put in your hair to keep it in position. It works exactly like that. Now don't take too much of it, otherwise it can make your brows white, so go with a little bit at a time. See, it is already getting into the shape. We have that beautiful model foxy brows. See, it is looking nice. And I forgot to tell you, it is very important to have groomed brows if you are using the soap brow technique, because see, each of my brow hair is so visible that if you do not have groomed brows, it might look like a mess. And if your brows are not groomed, don't worry about that. I have already made a video for you, so you might want to check it out in this iCard and you will have that video. Now let's get into the face. I am not going to use any foundation today. I'll just use a bit of concealer, a very light amount of it, because we are going to have a face like that's how I wake up. I wish I had a bit of long hair so that I can do that, you know, like, okay. So I'll be taking that and I'll just put a dot here and a dot here and a little bit in my eyelid. If you don't have pigmented eyelids, you don't need to do that, but my eyelids are as pigmented as my under eyes, so I'm gonna put that a little bit. And see, because of the facial oil, it is going to blend so beautifully and it is going to look like your skin. See, it is not looking like I have used any products. It's just so beautiful. And I have a bit of pigmentation around my mouth, so I am going to put it there a little bit. Just I'm going to touch it. And similarly, if you have any dark spots or red spots in your face, any pigmentation or pimple mark, you can spot conceal just like that. You're gonna put a little bit of product on top of the scar or on top of the pigmentation and you will just blend it. Yeah, so it is looking very natural. Now we will go with a blush. And if you're confused about what to buy, what shade to go for and where to put blush, I have a video on that. You can again click on this iCard and you can watch it. So I'm gonna go with the color that I use. And I am going to put a little bit around my nose as well, because that's how our face looks when we wake up. There is usually a bit of redness around our nose as well. And I'm not going to overdo it. I'm going to keep it very subtle and a little bit in the chin, just a little bit. Yeah, so that is pretty much done. Now again comes the most important step, which is glow. And for that we cannot forget highlighter. But before that, I am going to share a little tip with you. I am going to go with a lip balm. This is the Avon one that I'm using. This is a very nice secret that I like to use. I'm going to put it on the high points of my cheekbone. and I'm gonna blend it with my finger. And pretty much we are putting it where we put highlighter usually. Yeah, so that is done. Now with the highlighter. For the highlighter, I'm using this Sopex Revolution palette, and I'm going to take this color and I'm going to put it on top of the lip balm. In the corners of the eye, a little bit in the brow bone, and a bit on the arch of the brow. Now for the eyes, I am going to go with a black kajal, and I will be tight lining my upper lash line. This is a bit difficult to do with one hand, but I am going to try not to poke myself. I don't think I can do it with one hand. Oh. It is going to give you the illusion of thicker eyelash, and to make it more prominent, I am going to go with a mascara. Now if you want, you can go with eyeliner. You can draw a very thin liner, but that is pretty prominent as a makeup, so I wouldn't really recommend that. Now the last step is a lipstick. So for that, I am going to go with the nude pink. And just to show you the difference, there's a brown one and there's the nude pink. So I'm gonna go with this one, and I'm going to very lightly just dab it in my lips. Pretty much done, and I'm going to blend it with my finger. Now this is a complimentary step. I am going to go with a lip topper. If you're not going with any lip toppers, you can add any lip balm or lip gloss that you have. I'm just going to apply it to the center of my lips. And after seeing the shimmer, I remember I have not put anything in my eyes because I thought I would and then I forgot. So I'm quickly going to go with my Swiss Beauty palette. This is a full shimmer palette. And from here, I'm going to go with a neutral color, which is going to be basically a mixture of these two. So I'm going to take a little bit again with my hand. And you can use a highlighter as well. And I'm just going to put it in the center of my lid. I think a highlighter would look better, but chalo koi nahi. Yeah, pretty much. And I am going to put a bit of white kajal in my lower waterline. If you want, you can put a nude one as well. Now the makeup look is done. I will not use any setting spray because setting sprays are again mattifying, and I want to make it look as dewy, as glowy as possible so that it looks better in the sunlight. So I'm gonna do my hair and I'll see you then. So this is the look. It is so natural yet very beautiful, and it looks so good in those morning selfies. And if you make a lot of Insta reels, you need to have this makeup in your collection box because it looks so good on camera because of all of the glow and highlighter and all the techniques. If I can, I am going to add a little clip so that you can see how beautiful the skin looks. It's just, you know, the raw beauty. So that is it. If you like it, you know what to do. You gotta hit that thumbs up, click on that bell and make it an all. And if you like this face, you are most welcome to join this family. Hit on that subscribe button because every week I come up with videos for you. And until then, stay happy, keep glowing, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.